Hi, this is Leung back with Groove at any time, where we can be on at any time on any day to talk about just about anything. And today, as we welcome in yet another 100 or so brand new members just within the last several minutes alone, of course, let us know if you're watching us hashtag live or hashtag on the replay as we continue to congratulate all of our brand new members and let us know just a little bit about you. Where are you from? Comment in your country as well as your city as well as your time so that we can give you a proper greetings and of course a huge welcome into our humble community. And just so that you know, if you just came on board, you are here in the nick of time because we have just completed not 1 but 2 weeks of highly anticipated events which we considered almost like a mini launch. Okay, the first one of course was the No B.S platform Smackdown Event, which happened on the 10th of March, and then we had a second one which just so happens to be the encore presentation of the exact same one, which happened just last night, well, in the middle of the night for me at 2 a.m. on the 17th of March. Actually, on the 18th of March, we're getting a lot of the times mixed up, but officially it was on the 17th of March, Wednesday, 2 p.m. EST, which just so happened to be the 18th of March at 2 a.m. in the morning for me. So it didn't finish all that long ago. But regardless, we have good news and we have bad news. The bad news is that all of these launch events are officially over. Okay, we don't have anything additional scheduled for Mr. Mike to join us in the live presentations or anything like that. But the good news is that, of course, if you are join us hashtag live, or maybe not too much time has passed since this live recording, then you still have the chance to watch the replay of this actual No BS event. I will share more about that in just a moment, but just so that you know, this, like last time, is only gonna be for a limited time only. Okay, I repeat, a limited time only. That is why it is so important that you are up to speed. Make sure that if you haven't already, subscribe, like, follow us on social media, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, anywhere else. Because right here at Groove Anytime, when you receive those notifications and you get to interact with us, the good news is that you get up to speed in all the time-sensitive information. And if you happen to be joining us live or not too long after we've been on live, this maximizes your time to not only watch the replay, but also promote it as well. So I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in just a moment. But before we get into that, of course, we want to make sure that as many of you as possible benefit from watching us live. So if you're here, hashtag live, say something in the comments, and we shall have a little bit of interaction as well as conversation as well. So as always, we always like to say hi to Mr. Rob, who has shown us hashtag live. Of course, Mr. Rob is in the US. However, he is always up in the middle of the night because he says he only sleeps 1 or 2 hours at a time whenever he can, simply because of the nature of his job. But just so that you know, he has huge plans to become very, very successful this year. So if anybody also wants to connect with like-minded successful minds, of course, this is the place for you to connect and get to know one another. And Mr. Rob is definitely a good individual to know. So early in the morning for you, Mr. Rob, a very good morning as well. We also have Joanne, who has joined us from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. So a very good morning to you, I believe, as well. If you are there, it's probably like 6 or 7 in the morning. So very early birds that we have here in the Groove family. Okay, very cool. And then we also have Trader Rob coming back again saying full-time residents of Groovetopia. Very cool. Yes, we are a part of the Groove Nation. We're Groovesters with Groovetopia, whatever it is that you want to call it. This is all a part of the Groove family. So thank you very much, Mr. Rob, for always continuing to be an active part of our community. And then we also have a Facebook user saying hashtag live I watched the webinar live yesterday. I want to watch it again. So much great information. Yes, absolutely true. And one thing to note, of course, as always, we want to remind all of our fellow Groovesters that if you're brand new or if you've been around for a while but you didn't really get the chance too much to interact with us on these live segments, we want to invite you to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so that we can communicate between StreamYard and Facebook. And then once you leave a comment, we'll be able to see your name as well as your smiling faces, just like what we were able to do with Joanne just moments ago. And instead, right now, of course, if you haven't connected with StreamYard, then unfortunately, we're just going to see Facebook user. And of course, we want to address you by your name. All right. So for all of our friends who are just joining us, we want to make sure that we can acknowledge you, show your name, show your face, your beautiful smiles to all the Groovesters all around the world, and make sure that we can interact properly. All right. So with that, definitely a good news for all of us. Okay, so another one, we have Georgia who is coming in. Can we get a replay of the webinar for those of us down under who were sleeping? Here's the deal. Okay, Georgia, number one, if you actually check our name of this actual Groove Anytime, this is exactly what we're talking about. And number two, okay, if you are down under, guess what? You're actually not too far away from my time zone. It was on at about 2 a.m. until 5 a.m. for where I am in Southeast Asia. But guess what? I was still up and I was still there live, all because of our commitment. So as they say, if you want it, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. We are encouraging all of our fellow Groovesters to, of course, not make any excuses for anything. Of course, I'm sure that maybe it's the middle of the night for you and you are sleeping. You have, other things that you have to do during your day, but this is just a PSA that we should do whatever we can and make that commitment. And what if, just what if, there was no replay, right? Then unfortunately, we would all miss out on all the great information. But the good news for you, Georgia, as well as anyone else who might be down under, who might be in the UK, who might be in Southeast Asia or anywhere that you may have missed the actual live events, the good news is that, yes, we are talking exactly about the replay here today. So if you somehow missed the beginning of the show, make sure that you watch the replay in its entirety so that you catch up with everything that we've been talking about. So right here, right now, whether it's on the video itself, whether it's below this video, whether it's above this video in the description, the good news is that you should be able to find a link somewhere where it's going to give you links and resources that would be relevant to this particular session. And just so that you know, yes, we're talking about the limited time replay that is available for you, but only for the next few days. So search high, search low, search right here in the video, and let me just redirect you in the odd chance that you're not able to find any of the links. This is always the page that you should defer back to, okay? Any type of announcements, any type of resources, any type of links, usually I would be the first to redirect you over to this page right here, simply because this is where a lot of the magic happens, okay? So come over here to our Groove JV page, and yes, if you want to check out any of the information that you might see on this page. Hey, what's this header bar all about the high converting email swipes? What's this about the $40,000 in prizes and bonuses? What's this video? What is this launch? What's this calendar? And everything along these lines. Make sure that you watch the replay of all of our previous Groove at Anytime sessions. I believe today is either the 14th or the 15th day in a row that we've been talking about this No B.S. launch. So make sure that you definitely watch our previous sessions. In case you missed it, the link is somewhere in the description, in the video, or on the page that you're watching this right now. Okay, watch those replays, because you're going to get a lot of really great information on there. As you scroll down, though, what I do want to direct your attention to is right here to where it says promotion tools. Now, in one of our previous videos a few days ago, we did talk about how if you were to get people to register for this No B.S. event or whatever else, the good news is you don't need to click on the links. You don't need to click right here. You can just simply go over here and get that affiliate link so that you can promote this to whomever you want to register for this No B.S. event. But as we mentioned during this session, right, unfortunately, the live session is no longer there. So the good news, though, is that regardless of whether you use this link, okay, or whether you click in the link section and you find where it says the No B.S. Mike Philsame's webinar, or if you come all the way to the bottom where it says No B.S. event, Mike Philsame's webinar, replay ends midnight on a certain date or whatever else, okay? It doesn't matter if you click on this one, or if we go back to the promo tools, if you click on this one, okay? Every single one of the links that I just highlighted for you just now, if you actually go there, they will take you to the replay page. Okay, so again, whether you're from down under, whether you're in Southeast Asia, whether you're in the UK, or whether you just happen to be busy and you somehow missed the 2 p.m. EST session, okay, these are the instructions that you should go in order for you to actually get access to this particular replay page. If you need to watch this session again so that you can get those instructions one more time, I invite you to do so right after this session is over. And as you scroll down just a little bit on this particular page, and yes, this is why you should be watching us live. So subscribe, like, follow us, turn on those notifications, because the more time that lapse, right, in between when we go live and when you watch this, the less time you have to take advantage of all of our time-sensitive content. And as you can see, this replay page will expire in 5 days and 22 hours, so just a little bit less than 6 days from now, from when I'm doing this live, okay? So unfortunately, if you join us a week later, 2 weeks later, this will no longer apply. The replay will no longer be available because the timer would have already hit 0 and the replay will have been over. Okay, so that is our PSA. Make sure that you go ahead and follow us on all of our Groove Anytime. Otherwise, you will have missed the opportunity. And this, of course, is a replay that will only be up for the next few days. And yes, if you click on the play button right now, hopefully it will start to play a little bit and you will see a replay of the No BS event. Unfortunately, if you watch this a little bit too late, this will be taken down just like how it was taken down a few days ago and people lost access. Okay, so make sure, whatever, if it's for you, if it's for your people, anyone in your inner circle, your downline, your referrer or your referrals, or whomever who might be in your mastermind groups on your teams and anything along those lines, make sure that you tell them to watch this replay, okay? And this replay page will be gone in just about T-minus 5 days and 22 hours, 18 minutes, 55 seconds, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. You get the idea, okay? The countdown is a real countdown timer. Once this hits 0, the replay will be gone. So make sure, especially if you're watching us live, rush over there to watch this as soon as this is over, because you might want to watch this not just once, maybe you want to watch it 2 or 3 times, or maybe a few times over the next few days. But of course, in about 1 week's time or less, this is going to be gone. All right, so make sure that you bookmark all of this. Again, all of the links should be on the video, above the video, and or below this video, depending when you're watching this and on what platform as well. All right, so without further much additional information, I invite you to come back here to this JV page, read up all about it, watch our previous sessions of Groove at Anytime, simply because we will tell you all about all of the different promotions that will allow you to win over $40,000 in bonuses that we are giving away. Again, the bad news is the live event is over. The good news is that this promotion does not end until midnight, March 23rd. So if you're watching us #live or on the replay, not too long after the live, according to this calendar, okay, on the 24th of March, 2021, we have up until this time to actually promote, get as many people as possible to watch that replay, use your own affiliate link, and maybe, just maybe, you will be one of the top 25 people to win one of these prizes, okay, which is not bad. All of these are very expensive, things that Mike has talked about In fact, one of the bonuses that's being given away is Mike talking about all the different types of tools and equipment and resources that you should need in order for you to go live and to look professional and everything, all the top tier stuff that he recommends. Many of them are being given away right here to the top 25 affiliates. Okay, so watch our previous episodes of Groove Anytime to get all of the information. Plus, come over here to check out the leadership board, which you can see is still being very competitive. Okay, so the good news, you still have another week to go to outbeat any one of these leaders. Take your position in the top 25, and of course, close out the actual launch with being on this winner's circle. All right, so with that, this is all of the updates that I have for you right here on today's session of Groove Anytime. And before we end this for today, let's go ahead and go back into our comments, okay, and say hi to just a few of you. Amy Arthur is saying hashtag no excuses. 6:30 a.m. I believe, Amy, that I did see that you were on the, was I wrong? You were actually on the Encore presentation as well. I saw a few comments that actually had your name. I'm not sure if it was you or it was somebody who had a very similar or maybe the same name as you, but 6:30 a.m. Hey, it doesn't matter, right? 6:30 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I was also there at 2 a.m. my time until 5 a.m. plus. And of course, it was all very worth it. Just do it, right? Just do it. Make that commitment. Make no excuses. All right. Angus is also sharing this with us, saying hashtag live UK at 11:35, I believe, a.m. So a very good afternoon to you. And Georgia, thank you for being a great sport. Saying thank you, Simon, and thank you to you as well, Georgia, and anyone else who might be joining us in the odd hours of the day, of the night. This is a global community, so just expect that, yes, anything can happen at any time on any day. That is why we are called Groove at Any Time. All right, so with that, as a quick summary, just so that you know, the initial as well as the Encore events for this No B.S. webinar are officially over, but the launch continues. Okay, the launch will continue for another week. If you're just joining us, make sure that you watch the entire replay so you get all of that information, the steps that you would need, as well as the replays to our previous sessions, so that you will be able to get whatever resources that you need in order for you to compete in this affiliate/JV contest. All right, so promote the replay for your chance to win any of the prizes. And of course, let's end the next week with a huge bang. All right, so on behalf of the entire Groove team, the Groove community, and myself, I want to thank you personally for being here at Groove Anytime, whether you're watching us hashtag live or hashtag on the replay. Make sure that the next time that we do go live, you are notified by turning on your notifications. Okay, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us in our groups on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, or wherever else, so that you don't miss anything the next time that we are live right here at Groove Anytime. All right, so thank you very much for your time here today. I look forward to joining you the next time that we are on live right here at Groove Anytime for any additional announcements, updates, bonuses, which can happen. I know the weekend is coming. I might come on before the weekend. I might come on again during the weekend. Who knows? I don't even know, but you will know as soon as I do, because your phone, your device, your computer will notify you. All right, so once again, on behalf of the entire Groove community and myself, I want to thank you for your time here today. Take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions, and we shall, yes, we shall see you on the inside. You gotta get into the groove.